Hey everyone, welcome back to Tomorrow's Brain. I'm Harry. For the last 2 years, we've been obsessed with one question: can the machine think? We built ChatGPT. We built Gemini. We built brains in the cloud. They write poetry, they write code, but they are ghosts. They have no hands. They have no legs. Well, folks, the ghosts just got bodies. Welcome to the revolution of physical AI. This isn't about chatbots anymore. This is about robots that don't just think, they do. They walk into your factory, your warehouse, and as of this week, your vacation rental. The last 7 days have been absolutely seismic for the future of robotics. And today, we are breaking down the top revolutions happening right now that are going to define how you live, work, and build wealth for the rest of the decade. Strap in. Let's start with the biggest story that most mainstream media is sleeping on. Just this past week, the US Department of Commerce dropped a bomb. On March 10th, they are convening a national robotics roundtable. They are calling in the big dogs, manufacturers, tech giants, supply chain experts to sit at the same table and answer one question: how does America win the robot race? Why now? Because this is not just about cool tech. This is about economic warfare. China is flooding the zone with automation. But here in the US, we have a massive problem. We are short 425,000 construction workers this year. Factories can't find people to run the lines. The workforce is aging out, and the kids don't want those jobs. So, the government is finally realizing, if we don't automate, we don't compete. When the feds start setting policy on robotics, that's when the real money moves. We saw stocks like Symbotic, that's the warehouse automation guys, jump immediately on the news. This roundtable isn't a meeting. It's a declaration. America is picking a fight in the physical world, and our weapon of choice is the humanoid robot. Okay, so the policy is catching up. But what about the hardware? This is where it gets wild. We've been promised humanoid robots for decades, but they always looked like they were walking through molasses. Not anymore. Let's look at Figure AI. They just raised billions, and they are deploying bots in US factories right now. Not prototypes. Production units. They are working alongside humans, moving boxes, assembling parts. And their roadmap: by the end of the decade, they want these things in your house doing dishes. Surgical grade hardware is coming. Then you have Unitree. Their new G1 robot just dropped a video doing swarm acrobatics. Imagine one robot climbing a wall. Now imagine 10 of them doing it in perfect sync. That's not just a robot, that's a coordinated species. And of course, you have Tesla's Optimus. Elon is saying production is slated for later this year. Love him or hate him, when Tesla scales something, the price drops. Here's the thing you need to understand: we are moving from robots that follow a program to robots that perceive. They look at a box they've never seen before, calculate the best way to grip it, and lift it. That's the jump. That's the physical AI brain waking up. Alright, this next one is my favorite. Because it proves the future isn't 5 years away. It's today. Remember Faraday Future? The EV company. Well, they just pivoted hard into EAI, embodied AI. And get this, on February 27th, just a couple of days ago, they kicked off the 2026 EI robotics deliveries. But here's the kicker: they aren't sending these robots to factories. They are sending them to Florida vacation rentals. They partnered with an Airbnb operator. So starting now, when a family checks into a high-end rental in Florida, they might be greeted by a robot. A physical, moving, talking machine that can bring towels, answer questions about the local area, or just exist in the space with you. This is the first US deployment of companion robotics in hospitality. Think about the data here. This robot is watching how humans relax. It's learning how we move in our private spaces. That data is pure gold. It's going to train the next generation of home bots. We are no longer just putting robots in cages on factory floors. We are letting them sleep in the living room. That is a massive psychological and technological leap. Okay, we've talked about walking and talking. But what about thinking? Deloitte just dropped their Tech Trends 2026 report, and they highlighted something called predictive math. This is the secret sauce. Old robots were reactive. They bump into something, they stop. New robots are predictive. They run millions of simulations in a split second before they even move. Imagine a robot performing surgery. It doesn't just follow the doctor's hand, it calculates the blood flow, the tissue resistance, and predicts where the scalpel needs to be 2 seconds from now. It's playing chess with biology. This is the tomorrow's brain moment. The data these robots generate is fueling a virtuous cycle. Every robot we deploy today makes the robot we build tomorrow exponentially smarter. We are teaching machines not just to see the world, but to feel the physics of it before they touch it. Look, I know the headline is always, "Robots are taking our jobs." But if you look at the data coming out of this week, the story is different. With a labor gap of 425,000 workers, we don't have enough people to take the jobs we have now. The robot isn't here to replace you. The robot is here to be your co-worker. The robot is here to do the boring, dangerous, disgusting stuff so you can do the thinking, the creating, the interacting. We are standing at the exact intersection of policy, hardware, and data. The Department of Commerce is setting the rules. Companies like Figure and Unitree are building the bodies. And predictive AI is giving them the brains. This isn't the future. This is the news. This is February 26, 2026. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, if you want to understand tomorrow's brain, today hit that subscribe button. We'll be back when the next robot checks into a hotel near you. Partner, I'm Harry. Stay curious.